And I am live. Well, I'm live, but I am fully alive this morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It is a glorious and good, amazing morning. And I hope that your day has started off as well as my day has. It's been the most amazing day, and it's not even 9 o'clock yet. This is so much fun. I am super energized and excited. I have so much momentum building. It's absolutely crazy. Good morning. Good morning. Jumping on and saying good morning. Oh, it is so good. So I got so much to share in a little bit of time, just from this morning. You know, I'm Grace Simon. I'm the CEO, director of New Doors Mentorship, and it's a place of big vision and activation. Right now, I'm helping people to sell, thrive, to live a fulfilled life. And it is absolutely amazing. It's amazing because I'm hearing, I'm seeing, I'm celebrating friends and clients wins of their mindset shifting, of their understanding, getting clearer, and the moving towards their goals and the purposes and finding the purposes and creating vision and living in it, and amazing things are happening. And it's everything that I live for is to see people come alive and for joy to abound in and through their lives. So I want to share with you a little bit about clarity. Clarity. I think I shared with you last week that I heard this, I was listening to this podcast, and an interesting thing was brought to my awareness about courage, what a root word of courage is, and that is awareness. And for me, that was like a light bulb that like went on. When I heard that a root word for courage is awareness, I was like, wow, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? I teach people and I teach myself how to sell, thrive, to live a filled life, living fully and abundantly. And friends, let me tell you, if you're feeling sad, you're struggling with anxiety or fear or all this, I want to give this to you. This is a golden nugget for you this morning. Please listen for your life because it matters, okay? If you're feeling sad, sadness comes from the not knowing what to do, not knowing what your options are, just not knowing how to take this next steps. And when we lack intention, when we lack understanding of what it is that we want, if we lack purpose, we lack hope, we just lack, what do I need to do with my life? Like, what is the next steps? I don't know. We get sad. Sadness is a derivative from not knowing. Okay. Then there's the other side, anxiety. Anxiety comes when you have a fear of making a decision. You there's so many options, there's so many opportunities, there's so many things taking place that you start feeling anxious because lack of decision. You don't know what decision to make. You don't know what to do, and so you become anxious. These two things can be eliminated. They can be uh, 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 suppressed by getting rid of sadness is getting a mentor, learning, from people that inspire you, that get you excited, to help you to see that there are options, that there are steps that you can take. Your sadness will leave when you start to look to be inspired. What is it that you want? What is it that you really want for your life? And then pursuing it by finding people that are doing what you do, right? Or are finding new routines or building new habits, you know, getting clear on what it is that you really, really want, and then taking the steps towards it is going to alleviate that stress, that sadness. Anxiety is going to leave, it must go, it cannot rule your life because of opportunities and options that you don't know what to choose. Make a decision. There's options, there's opportunities always there for you. What is it that you really want? What does it really, really want? And then look at the options, look at the opportunities. Does this align with what it is that I really want? Friends, if you don't know what you really want, if you can't make that decision, like that, I love that scene in the Notebook. If you've seen The Notebook, you know what scene I'm talking about, right? They're having this huge fight, and they're getting mad at each other, and they're yelling, and he says, "What is it that you want? What do you want?" Well, I say that to you today too. What do you want? Make a decision on that. And then look at the options. Look at the opportunities that are ahead of you and say, does this align with my purpose? Does this align with what it is that I really want? Look at the options. Anxiety will go and has to leave when you make a decision. Don't worry, friends. Don't worry about whether you're making the right decision or the wrong decision. I want to declare over to you, God and his entire universe is working for your good, conspiring for your good. So shift your mindset towards God and his entire universe. Thank you, God, and your entire universe that you've made is working things for my good. You are conspiring for my good today. So the decision that I make towards my purpose and what it is that I want, whether it's the right thing or not, it's going to work for good because you're choosing, you're seeing the options, you're setting an intention of what it is that you want. And then you can look at the options, you can look at the opportunities and ask yourself, does this step move me in the right direction for fulfilling my purpose or fulfilling what it is that I want? Make the decision. Anxiety will go. The more you make a decision quickly. Make a decision quickly. Don't sit on it. Anxiety will go as you build confidence, bringing back to the beginning that courage. A root word of courage is awareness. Awareness comes with knowing what it is that you want and making decisions based upon what that is. And it gets so stinking exciting. So I'm going to break it down to really small actions and share with you why I'm so excited and motivated and have great momentum this morning because we moved, and I knew that this move would cause me to have to shift my routine. Now, my morning habits are so important to me. They are the foundation of my todays and my tomorrows. My morning routine is the foundation of how I build my life forward, how I build my businesses, how I build my relationships, how I build my family. Everything is in my morning routine, my morning miracle. And so, at one time, I was not a morning person at all. Like, no, my mom, she was a morning person. And she would get up and she would cook meals and everything in the morning. And I wake up to, ground beef cooking and her singing and, I don't know, doing lots of things. Or, making big breakfast for my brother who always wanted to have bacon and eggs. And she always made bacon and eggs and she'd be singing. And, my mom's the most amazing, amazing person. And she was always a morning person. I was like, how does she like do that? I don't understand. And so, when it's time for me to get married and I had my kids and that, it was like, oh, I'm not a morning person. How am I going to do this? And I would see other people that were morning people, and I loved their attitude. I loved that they were so organized, and organization does not come naturally to me. I'm a high DI, and I have a lot of things going on at one time, at any given time, at any given season. That is what I do. That's who I am. This morning, in fact, I'm teaching about DISC profile, about personalities. And so if you want to know more about that when it comes to sales and relationships and running companies, being an influencer, being a leader, you need to know what DISC profiling is. So yes, I got lots of stuff going on. I understood that, growing a business, growing a family, running them to different programs and sports and everything took organization. It took structure, and it was not something that came naturally. But I knew by seeing other people being morning people, being structured, that they were more calm, like they were more together. They weren't rushing around like scatterbrain all over the place. And I was like, I think I want that. I know that I need that. So how do I make this happen? So bam, this is where it starts. It starts with the desire, an awareness, right? Awareness by seeing other people doing something that you think, I need this for my life in order to get what it is that I want. I wanted structure, I wanted order, I needed to make this happen. And so I decided, what time I needed to get up, that I was able to still have my quiet time, my top number one priority that cannot be removed. I cannot be doing that at 9 o'clock in the morning because I won't have enough time in my day to get everything done. And so I needed to decide. This is like 27 years ago that I was in that process of knowing that I needed to get up earlier. I had to say, what time do I need to get up in order to have my prayer time, my devotion time, my piano time, like me time when nobody's around? What time do I need to get up to do that? And so I made a decision. But it didn't happen right away. It took a process since I wasn't waking up till, I don't know, probably wasn't waking up till 8 o'clock. I had great sleepers, praise God. They always stayed in, and slept in, and I never had to get up super early. So I was like, okay, I need to get up in order to get that part of my life and get showered and get ready to go on to work, getting the kids to school and getting on to work. I need to get up at this time. That was the cornerstone. That was the building block. So friends, what is it that you need to do in order to structure your day to create a morning miracle? First, it has to start with a desire, and it has to start with knowing what it is that you want. What is it that you want for your life? How do you want to create? What does your life look like every day? For me, what my life looks like is getting onto here now, 20 something odd years later. It's important for me to get back home for 8:45 in order to make a live stream, to help build momentum, to help encourage people to sell, thrive, and live a fulfilled life. That is like my goal before 9 o'clock in the morning. And everything has to start from my starting point of getting up early. So when I moved, my structure changed, my routine changed, and I had to shift it. And so I needed to decide again, what is it that I really want? What do I need to do that to preserve my number one priority in order to, where do I need to start? What time do I need to start in order to get to the gym, get back home, get Brooklyn ready, get her lunch, get her out the door without rushing, without anxiety, without any like push, push, push. Because guys, this is another thing, is that when you organize and you put intention, high intention to your day, it affects everybody. It affects everybody around you. And so my high intention, my high ended goal, I need it to affect my family positively. I don't need my 10-year-old to arrive to school stressed out and anxious because I'm anxious about getting to my end goal. So it's really important for me to work out the timing of my life. And I am celebrating because this morning was so great. It was so great. I woke up earlier. I've been setting the intention in my mind for quite a while, and I've been working on it, getting to the gym at a certain time so that I could get back here. And this morning was celebrating for me because I woke up just a little bit earlier than my alarm, got out of bed, got out the door, got to the gym 5 minutes from my goal set time, got back home in my goal set time, dropping Brooklyn off, getting here, and just celebrating the fact, of my intention being so clear, right? Being so clear, motivating because I have an awareness, I'm celebrating, and I'm going after it, and that's taking place. And everybody's having a good morning because of it. This is momentum, getting clarity on what it is that you want. A growing in awareness is going to give you the courage to step forward. So there's no need for stress. There's no need for anxiety. There's no need for sadness when you know what it is that you want every single day and making progression forward to it and taking little steps, being consistent every day, moving towards it. So did I get to the gym at the exact time that I wanted? No, but I'm only 5 minutes. Actually, I'm actually only 3 minutes away from my goal. 3 minutes away from my goal of arrival at the gym. It's so awesome. I'm so close and I'm celebrating it. I'm celebrating it big because it's a big win. We're talking, I need to be there by 5:45 in the morning, not 6, 5:45, not 5:50. I need to be there at 5:45 in the gym, getting on the treadmill to be there. That's my big win. I am celebrating. I'm about 3 minutes away from it. It's so good. It's so much fun. That may seem like a, no big deal, but for me, it is a big deal. And friends, we need to celebrate. I'm so glad that you feel encouraged, because this is what it's about, is being encouraged that you can do this. If I can do this, you can do it, friends. Whatever level it's at, whatever you're pursuing, whatever you're going after, just do those little things. Know why you're doing what you're doing. What is the reason for it? How is it going to improve your life? How is it going to improve the life around you? What is it going to do to move you towards your goal and what it is that you want? By taking these consistent steps, celebrating the little wins. You can celebrate the big ones too. But today I'm celebrating the little ones. And it gets me so excited. Yes. Okay, friends, I hope you are encouraged and you make some decisions that alleviate anxiety, that remove sadness, that joy comes and abounds as you're building that awareness and as you're building that courage and moving towards your goal. So get out there, sell, thrive, and live your fulfilled life. All the best. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, everybody.